Happy Tuesday, Cancer Leo Cusp Collective. Welcome back to Cusp of Roses for your energy check-in reading. This is a timeless reading to look into your own personal development, ascension, progress, and success. If you are new here to my channel, welcome. I'm very grateful that you decided to check out this reading and spend your time with me. Make sure you read through the description box below because it's going to have everything you need to know about each series that I offer here on my channel, as far as what planets to watch for, and any other important information so that you get the most out of the reading, okay? Remember, tarot is just a tool for you to sharpen your own intuitive abilities, so please use these readings as such, okay? So definitely also check out the community board for those that might be new. It's going to keep you up to date and in the loop on what you can expect from my channel moving forward. Is there anything else I've been saying? A lot. No. Okay, let's go ahead and get into our moment of gratitude. This is going to be me offering you all 3 deep breaths. You are more than welcome to breathe along with me if it feels right for you and your energy. You can do the prayer that we used to do before our readings if you've been here long enough to remember it, or any other prayers, affirmations, intention setting that gets you grounded, gets you open to your higher self, and really gets you in tune with your own frequency so that you are picking up the messages and the intuitive insights coming from this reading, right? Through this reading, okay? So for those of you that will be breathing along with me, let's go ahead and prepare for our first deep breath by breathing all the air out of our lungs and pulling our belly button into our spines, okay? So, sorry, I'm gonna get myself situated. Here we go. Take a deep breath in. And breathe out. Last deep breath in. And breathe out. All right, Cancer Leo, we are going to go ahead and get into the cosmic energy reading portion of your spread. I am using a new tarot deck. It is the Tarot of the Divine. It is a deck based in folklore and mythology, so I'm super excited to show it to you guys and work with it for this series of readings. I've read through the book, so I know the meanings, but I'm still kind of figuring out my own intuitive messages from the deck, so you'll be doing that along with me. So thank you, all right, for your patience with all of that. Divine, please show me, Pluto transformation, okay. Please show me what cosmic energy is available here, helping Cancer Leos or connecting with Cancer Leos. What's important? Saturn return, yep, okay. And then you have Sun Spirit at the bottom of the deck, okay. So right off the bat, we have Pluto and transformation, vibration of 11. This was in the shadow of the Cancer reading, so you definitely want to check that out if you feel called to, okay? But this is all about really having to learn more about the darker parts of your subconscious, really having to face some of your own truths, right? Some of your own habits that need to change, really doing a deep look into self and seeing where transformation is occurring or needs to occur, okay? There's also an energy of really needing to protect yourself energetically. That has been an energy that's come out quite a bit through these readings. I think it's just that time of year where things are just kind of heightened, right? And there's just a need to just really keep a very strong guard around your thoughts, around your emotions, okay? You also have 25 here with the first house and the body. This is Aries energy, or a house ruled by Aries. 25 does break down to a 7, okay? So 7 might be important to you, 11 might be important to you. But this talks about your physical health. It talks about your ability or desire to kind of take charge or take control of a situation, right? Some of you really want to focus on what transformations might be happening in your physical body. Okay, things might be moving different, feeling different, okay? And that's something, I think, again, your body's being prepped for something, or this could just be a part of a maturation process for you, okay? Because you do have Saturn return here with the energy of aging. It's a vibration of 50, so it does break down to a 5, which does talk about change. Saturn definitely brings in a lot of change as it brings you closer to your truth, shows you parts of yourself that are no longer in alignment for where you are headed or where you need to go. So you learn those lessons from those aspects, okay? So a lot of green energy there. Some of you, that could be connected to your heart space. A little bit of yellow energy here. So your solar plexus, your energy, your vitality. Some of you, I'm hearing metabolism. I am no doctor. Please, 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 if there is anything feeling funky, off, weird, wrong with your physical body, please go get checked out. But I just heard metabolism. Some of you might be entering a Saturn return, or your second Saturn return, okay, where you're at that point where your metabolism is definitely slowing down, which is causing you to feel different things in your body. Your body is shifting and changing, doing that, maybe going through some transformation because of it, okay? You do have the sun energy at the bottom of the deck, vibration of 1, okay? So that's a 111 with the 11 of Pluto. And it's all about your spirit, right? It's all about the more solar plexus energy, right? The energy that naturally emanates from you, okay? The spirit that you were born with, the spirit you were blessed with. So for some of you, this Saturn return energy, if you are a Saturn in Sag or a Saturn in Capricorn person, if you don't know your natal chart, there are links in the description box below to help you figure that out for free. And like I was telling, my mind is blanking on who this also came out for. I feel like it came out yesterday in yesterday's readings. But some of you are coming out of your Saturn return, having some transformations to your body, having to transform some mentality around your physicality, okay? Others of you are going into your Saturn return to learn these things, okay, or to experience these things. So depending on where your Saturn placement is, some of you could also have a Saturn in Aquarius, okay? I feel like I only said Saturn in Sag and Cap, but that's because I more or less follow Vedic astrology. But if you follow Western and your Saturn's in Aquarius, then you are entering your Saturn return. And if your Saturn is in Cap, then you are leaving your Saturn return, okay, according to that astrology. But yeah, it just feels like there's a lot of major changes happening that are showing there are a lot of energetic changes that are super major, that are happening, that are showing up in your physical body. Okay, so there's a real need to pay attention to that and get in tune with what your body's trying to tell you, or the changes that are occurring. All right. Again, I am not a medical doctor, so please go see the doctor if you can, if it feels like you need to, okay? Trust your intuition and your guidance on that. Okay, you have the 2 of Cups and the 5 of Wands. Okay. If it comes back out, it comes back out, but let's see what the divine needs you to know. Thank you so much, divine. Ooh. Okay. For clearing my energy and connecting me in with the collective of Cancer, Leo, Cuspers. Thank you so much. Show me what Cancer, Leo needs to know about Pluto and transformation. What does Cancer, Leo need to know about Pluto and transformation? You got the 9 of Swords. Yeah. You have the 8 of Swords. Oh, boy. And you have the Seven of Cups. Yikes. Okay. And the Ten of Swords. Oh, no. Okay. Cancer, Leo, what is going on here? Let's start here with the Nine of Swords, okay? This is where I was picking up that energy of really needing to protect yourself, right? To guard your mind, to guard your heart, guard your emotions. Because it feels like there might be some information that's coming into you, Cancer, Leo, that can quickly and easily send you into a spiral down. And it is a spiral down because it brings out some sort of insecurity here with the Eight of Swords, okay? That it's a particular insecurity that makes you feel isolated, that makes you feel like you cannot be your true self or show up as your true self in some way, shape, or form, okay? And with the Seven of Cups, the only reason why this information coming in can even send you into this downward spiral is because you still carry a little bit of emotional confusion or a lack of emotional clarity around a particular situation or whatever this information is, okay? Whatever this information is connected to. There's still this level of confusion and conflict with the Seven of Cups, maybe even a little bit of fantasy here around what you feel is real and what is actually real. Okay, Cancer, Leo? With the Seven of Cups, there's a real need to get clear in what you feel and what you desire and what you want. But again, I feel like this could even be the insecurity. The insecurity, Cancer, Leo, could be that you don't fully know what you want yet. You don't truly know what feels right for you. You are still struggling to discern some emotions and to clarify or clean out or detox from particular emotions, okay? And that's what comes up for you. It does feel like information. It feels like someone either says something, brings something to your awareness or attention. I just heard calls you out on something, Cancer, Leo, and it like triggers an emotional response. It triggers some sort of insecurity within you, okay? And that is, again, you can go down the spiral, okay? Free will choice. You can go down the spiral, or you can realize that the main reason why whatever this information that comes in triggers you, right, is because there's a lack of clarity in what you actually feel. So it almost feels like, Cancer, Leo, there might be a little bit of like a hole or a bit of like a open space or some sort of sweet spot in your emotional body, maybe even in your aura, that again, this is again needing to really guard and protect and maybe even cleanse your aura, okay? Because it feels like there's a gateway or a portal that someone can tap into within your energy, Cancer, Leo, to get you to feel this way, right? To get you worried, to get you anxious, to get you feeling insecure. And it's because they either know that you are still emotionally conflicted or not clear on what you feel, okay, or they don't know that, but it's whatever they're saying, whatever they're speaking to you, they're telling me it's communication. Whatever comes your way, whatever information this is, you have the ability to detach yourself from allowing the information, allowing whatever the energy is to make you spiral. Right? So it's really up to you to face this insecurity, Cancer, Leo, to truly make sure that, no mention of it, nothing that alludes to it, nothing connected to it can actually make you go downwards, right? But that's going to require you to get clear on how you feel about it. So it's almost this energy, Cancer, Leo, where whatever's being told to you, because in this particular deck, this card talks about this family goes to a seer, a spiritualist, an oracle, right, about their child. And she tells them, okay, if you don't make certain changes now, right, that your child's going to grow up resenting you and will eventually murder you. There is a very dark undertone to this deck, okay? So forgive me for that if that takes you by surprise. But that's the myth, right? That's the folklore. And what actually happens is the father, right? So the story is that the baby's going to kill their dad, right? Long story short, the father gets so worried and holds so much animosity around what this spiritualist or what this oracle told them that it actually ends up happening. Whereas that father could have taken that information and said, okay, well, I'm going to make sure that I impart love into my child. I'm going to make sure that I do all that I can to avoid having this tension with my son so that that result does not happen, right? But because he was so angry that his son could even have the potential to kill him, or like that's what was said, it actually, holding on to that animosity actually brought that energy to him. Do you see what I'm saying? So it's what you're being told or what you're allowing yourself to feel about what you're being told that actually can bring what you don't want, right? As opposed to taking the information and transforming, right? Pluto energy, even though that was like a little dark for the, to come through, taking that information and saying, okay, I'm going to do what I can to make sure that that doesn't happen, right? As opposed to already kind of believing it by holding on to the fear, right? Or operating out of fear from it. So I go deep into that card to say, right, that was a father's insecurity, right? Probably because deep down, he maybe feared that he couldn't connect with his son, or that, his son might grow up to hate him. That could have been a point of insecurity for him. So rather than addressing that, right, addressing the emotions around that, getting clear and figuring out how to move forward from that, it's like holding on to it and it actually happens. So there's an opportunity here, Cancer, Leo, for you to really address something emotionally that's going to move you out of some sort of mental stagnation here. Okay, that's going to allow you to transform. Ten of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So really putting this insecurity to rest, honestly, if this is like a hot button that people know about, it's like really not even being fazed by it anymore. Like doing the healing work emotionally to be at peace with whatever this insecurity is, right? And to not let whatever is shared with you, whatever information is brought to you, what people say, kind of push you back down that spiral. So it's really just making a commitment here, Cancer, Leo, to not spiral down into a pit of negativity whenever something tugs at an insecurity of yours, okay? All right. That was about 17 minutes on one. But it's just where we are today, okay? First house in the body, you have the Ace of Coins. Thank you so much, Divine. Please show me what else Cancer, Leo, cuspers need to know about first house in the body. Okay, you have the Knight of Coins. Okay. Yeah, this is that metabolism thing. Something's slowing down for you. Two of Coins. All coin energy. Three of Swords. Okay. So let's start here with the Ace of Coins. I just heard needing to make a new investment. Needing to make a new investment. The divine is gifting you with an opportunity to invest in your physical body in a new way, in a different way that acknowledges any changes or transformations or adjustments that are happening. This is also telling me that when the divine blesses you with this pentacle, right, imparts this new lifestyle, this change, this movement, right, this new seed to plant, that it's going to be really important that you are not overexerting or trying to kind of overextend yourself. Yeah, it just feels like whatever that is being brought in here from the divine, you're going to be really tempted to kind of like bulldoze through with it, or ignore different intuitive pathways or in different parts of your intuitive nature in order to just kind of make something happen. Yeah. And I say that because, again, you have the Knight of Coins. So this talks about stagnancy, right? This talks about slow and steady movement. A lot of discernment being used, really making sure that wherever this pentacle is going is going to be beneficial for not only you, but for those surrounding the pentacle, connected to the pentacle, okay? But the Knight of Coins comes up. It's a need to be very diligent about how you use your time, your money, and your resources. And again, I feel like because this is Aries energy in the first house, it's really having this tendency, Cancer, Leo, to get something new, have a new idea, you know, maybe even get a little new finances, and put yourself in a situation here with the Two of Coins where there has to be this, it's like a little bit of like a struggle to balance it all because of how quickly maybe you want to move into it or how quickly you're trying to activate this pentacle. Like for some of you, the divine is, yes, blessing you with this pentacle, whatever this will represent for you. Remember, this is a general reading. Follow your own intuition here. Whatever this is feeling like for you, it's this need to be aware that just because you're being gifted with the pentacle now doesn't mean that you have to use it right away, right? Nine of Coins. Doesn't mean that you have to use it right away. You can take your time to think about it. You can take your time to discern. You can take your time to study. You can take your time to research. You can take your time to figure out how to invest that pentacle so that you avoid here overstressing yourself, overindulging in things, overcommitting, Cancer, Leo, to certain things, right? Where you would have to now juggle more than what you can truly handle at the now moment. Okay, and it's needing to make that choice, right? It's, again, choices. It's really what the twos in the tarot deck are about. It's about choices, right? What can you give your energy to? What can't you give your energy to? Or if you move forward quickly with this pentacle, will you have enough time, enough resources, enough focus to invest evenly, right? You would know the answer to that. So again, I feel like the warning here is to take your time. Yeah, the warning here is to take your time with this pentacle that you're given, right? Knight of Coins, to make sure that you're not overloading and overburdening yourself. Okay? You do have the Three of Swords at the bottom of the deck for some of you. Again, this is where I feel like if you don't take time to slow down, this is where you'll end up in the Three of Swords. Probably some form of regret, some form of heartbreak, something, again, not working out because it's an inability to balance. It's like you're not in the right standing right now to balance more than one thing at once. So you just need to take your time with how you invest in that gift that the divine is giving you, okay? And Three of Swords, it's... yeah, it's basically because this Three of Swords talks about this geisha here harming herself in order to support her partner. And I think that that's what the divine is trying to get you to not do, right? Just because, again, this Ace of Pentacles is coming in. Don't put yourself in harm's way just to activate it right then and there, right? It's like being given some money and then you go and spend it right away, as opposed to, okay, well, where can this really best benefit me? Do I need to save this money? Do I need to pay off something, right? It's like, I got money, I'm going to go right and spend it, like right as soon as it hits your hand. So just be careful of that so that you don't put yourself in a situation where you kind of break your own heart here in some way. Okay, or just put yourself in harm's way. Okay. And again, I don't feel like this is like danger harm, but again, it's like overextending yourself, not being able to focus because you have too much on your plate, right? Which doesn't benefit you and it doesn't benefit anyone that's connected to the situation. Three of Swords, okay? Thank you so much, Divine. Please show me what Cancer, Leo, cuspers need to know about Saturn return and age. Thank you so much, Divine. What do Cancer, Leo, cuspers need to know about Saturn return and age? Okay. Nine of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Okay. So you have the King of Cups here. Cancer, it's definitely your Cancer vibration here. I don't see any fire. Well, here's the Seven of Wands. Okay, so you do have the King of Cups, your Saturn return. And that's why I feel like, yeah, with the green and the Saturn return in that card, that's why I was feeling like more of like a heart space, maturing, like really maturing into who you are emotionally, really having a better understanding of your own emotions, really mastering your emotions is what this Saturn return energy is bringing you or has already brought you. You do have the Two of Swords, okay, learning how to make better decisions when it comes to life in general. I just feel like it's no longer being in this Seven of Cups energy where, because you haven't taken the time to clearly decide what you feel, you then choose something or make a choice or move forward with something that's actually not the best for you. Okay, or again, you get trapped in that downward spiral of negativity just because you're not clear on what you feel, right? And so again, here's where that maturity comes in, moving from the Seven of Cups to the King of Cups. So not only do I understand my own emotions, right? I know who deserves them, who doesn't. I know how to give them, how to indulge in them, how to restrain, right? It's being in control of what you feel. Understanding both the light and dark side of your emotional body, right? It's beautiful to feel certain things, but holding on to certain emotions, indulging in certain emotions can also be detrimental to your health, right? And I think having a better discernment around what is worth your energy, this fire, right, around here, what's worth your energy, what's not, is what's actually going to help you, or what you'll be learning how to fine tune in your own awareness, okay? And then you have the Seven of Wands, okay, the only fire energy in your spread. So this is your Leo dynamic, really having a bit of a sense of pride, right? Like really allowing, again, Leo energy is definitely connected to the heart space. So it's finding that strength and that courage to stand firm on what you feel, stand firm on what you decide, but to also give yourself that grace and compassion to know that even if it doesn't work out the way you thought, it was the best choice that you could have made in the moment. Okay, that was kind of the tone of the the Cancer reading that I just did. Some of you could have Gemini in your chart, especially with the Ten of Swords here. But yeah, Saturn's definitely coming in to reveal a lot of truth to you. Cancer Leos, okay? If you've already gone through your Saturn return, this is a level of strength that you are gaining, a level of valor, I guess you could say, right? To defend your energy, to protect your energy, right? To trust in your intuition, to strengthen your discernment, to master your emotions. And there is a sense of permanence that's coming through with this Seven of Wands. So I do feel like once you accept this Saturn return energy or go through it or really kind of settle into it, it's going to be kind of like a permanent thing, right? Where you're not going to have to dip back down to the Seven of Cups, like Ten of Swords, that's done. This Nine of Swords, this insecurity with the Eight of Swords, the anxiety with the Nine of Swords, the emotional confusion, that is done. That's what you're transforming out of. You're transforming into a King of Cups, okay, Cancer Leo? You're transforming into really having a very strong, again, sense of what is for you and what isn't with this Two of Swords, having a level of discernment increase, and really feeling very committed to withholding and standing firm on this new energy. Okay, so again, I don't feel like you're going to have to dip back. And then I think that was a wish fulfillment for you, for a lot of you. That you would no longer hold whatever these insecurities were or have to experience a certain level of sensitivity around whatever this insecurity was, right? It's like really wanting to come out of that energy of feeling affected by so much, or having your mental body kind of go through the ringer constantly when it comes to emotions or choices or decisions, or right, it's like a lot of that murkiness, a lot of fogginess is really going to be clearing up for you, Cancer Leo, okay? And I do feel like, again, this is a wish fulfillment, Nine of Cups. And this is also, again, you learning how to protect your own happiness and learning how to protect your own energy and what feels right for you, what is best for you, and your own level of contentment. It's just finding this sense of being solid in who you are, which is really beautiful. Okay? Alrighty, let's go ahead and see what your angels and your ancestors have to say to you here. Cancer Leos, thank you so much, Divine, for this beautiful spread for Cancer Leo cuspers. Please connect me in with their angels and their ancestors to see what they might need to know. What messages do their angels, ancestors, or guides have for them in the now moment? Okay, you got warrior, be fearless and stand strong. That's definitely that Seven of Wands energy. Peacekeeper and shield maiden. Okay, Peacekeeper came out for Cancer as well, so you might want to watch that. And then you have broken arrow at the bottom of the deck. Embrace the energy of peace. Exactly. So warrior energy here. Okay, be fearless and stand strong. This is what's ending. This lack of strength, or this feeling like your worries, your concerns, your fears control you here, Cancer Leo. You're coming out of that with this Saturn return, which is going to be really nice for you. So congratulations to anyone who is coming out of that energy, and best of luck to anyone who will be maturing and growing into this warrior. Okay. You do have Peacekeeper here. Let go of the need to be right. There's a certain level of acceptance, Cancer Leo. Okay, a certain level of acceptance that comes with this energy. It's like knowing that even if you are right, Cancer Leo, right? Even if, yeah, how can I say that? It's like, some of you, in keeping the peace, this is this energy here with the Ten of Swords, the Nine of Swords, the Eight of Swords, and the Seven of Cups. Sometimes what our brain tells ourselves, right? Sometimes our inner self-talk isn't actually correct. And some of you have been fighting to prove that what you feel towards yourself, or whatever this insecurity is and this feels like a little subconscious, like trying to subconsciously prove your negative self-talk right. And I think the divine is trying to get you into an energy and into a mindset of knowing that the thoughts that you think aren't always true, aren't always right. The feelings that you feel aren't always accurate, they aren't always true, right? It's really allowing yourself the grace and the space to kind of do what you need to do to find peace. And for some of you, it's really having to let go of a lot of things mentally. Some of you really want to work on your negative self-talk and really affirm the positive alternative to whatever negatively you're telling yourself. I hope that makes sense. Because it's like, for some of you, it's like, well, I think it and I kind of feel that way, so it has to be true. And it's like, no, it's not, okay? Because it's not bringing you peace. Truth brings peace. Even if it's rocky, even if it's emotional, even if it's turmoil, right? It can be painful, but there will be peace in that because it's truth. Whatever you're it's like a little bit of self-deception here, Cancer Leo, that I really want you to pay attention to. Okay, whether that's coming from the need to be right or not, there's a need to embrace the energy of peace, right? That's exactly what this says at the bottom of the deck. Broken arrow. Embrace the energy of peace. Okay, and look, arrow right after that. Surround yourself with protective energy. Okay. Let's move into this shield maiden. Make plans and focus. And I think, yeah, that's that Ace of Coins that you're being gifted with, and that's the advice, right? Knight of Coins. Take your time, make a plan, and focus on what would be best in your highest good, right? and stick to that, as opposed to wanting to rush into something, as opposed to just, again, as soon as you get the pentacle, you go spend it. As soon as you get it, you go, like, take your time to make a plan, okay? Focus in. This is kind of like a Page of Swords energy, okay? And in order for you, if this new pentacle that the divine is bringing in for you is going to put you in a position to have to juggle and have to balance more than one thing financially, you will avoid a lot of heartache and a lot of pain, a lot of self-sacrificing if you just make a plan, right? To find balance. Make a plan to see what would work best for you, okay? Make a plan on how you're going to use your focus. That's what's going to help you avoid this harm, kind of, okay? But alrighty, Cancer, Leo, Cuspers, this has been your energy check-in reading. I hope you found it helpful and insightful and maybe filled with some confirmation or some insight on what you could be dealing with in the now moment or throughout this season, whenever this reading finds you. Okay. Definitely let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Anything that resonated with you, I would appreciate a thumbs up if you found any part of this helpful. Not pressed about it at all, but as always, if you would like to follow me on Instagram at Cusp of Roses to get an in-depth look at these oracle cards, I do post deeper insights in the captions, right? I'll post the photo. You can save it for a rainy day to look at it later. But if I don't see you over there on Instagram, Cancer, Leo, I will see you all in our next reading, okay? Namaste.